All right, Coach Rye here. Today we got to do another current state of fit model update. We've been going fit model now. It's the end of July here at the time of recording this video. That's about 7 complete months of this division being active, being alive. And a lot has gone on over time, right? I've made different videos throughout the season talking about where it was at. And this is another one here to bring you now what is becoming a very established fit model look, I think. Okay, so we will see as time goes, because, it's funny. I say this video, yeah, it's established look, and probably a month it will look totally different for some reason. But that's just the way this division is. If you don't know, all new divisions, right? Every time they've introduced one, the NPC, the IPB, period. They take a while to build out. I generally say it'll take 2-3 years when I'm talking about it, right? So for us to be getting established look now, 6-7 months down the line, okay, good. But it doesn't mean that it's concrete. We really won't know what a concrete fit model competitor look is, in my opinion, until we've had an Olympia winner, and then we've had an Olympia winner again, and then maybe one more time. Then we'll be like, okay, now it makes sense, right? Because these divisions, they go through it. They go through the changes. They go through the differences. If you were paying attention around the time bikini started, bikini don't look anything like right now today what it did when it began, or any time in between, to be frank. And same with wellness, right? More recently, wellness was added, back in 2020, and we saw pretty big, differences in movements of how the look was going until we had an established winner that just kept winning. So again, I think fit model right now, it is still very much an infant. It's a little baby just growing its, feet in this game, trying to figure out how to crawl. Eventually it's going to start walking, then it'll start running, and then we'll have a very good example. But for today, if you're out here, you want to compete in fit model, you're trying to figure out the look that appears to be doing well and kind of moving the tone here. And I've spoke with a lot of judges recently, and they say, yeah, this is where things are kind of heading. We saw fit model kind of look like in the beginning it was going to be super lean. Then we saw it go really soft, and then we saw some people with like basically zero muscle, and then we saw some with too much. And now what we're seeing, I've been calling on the channel a little bit like baby wellness as a joke, but it is starting to look like that. We're seeing some very full lower bodies in this division right now. And I think that is, again, where we are heading, where judges are really chasing that lower body fullness, bigger quads, bigger development, more fullness to the quads, more fullness to the glutes, more fullness to the hamstring. And if we look at any of the pro winners, really any of them. As of late, though, especially, we are seeing that being pretty exemplified. We're seeing, again, it's a bigger, fuller, lower body look. It does, even honestly, and the reason I call it baby wellness, it starts to push a little bit like it's asymmetry compared to what's going on, because again, you're not a huge focus on shoulders in fit model. You do have to have that fullness, do have to have that shape, but you don't want to have them to the degree of bikini or anything else. Wellness is the only other criteria that specifically emphasizes not having, too big of shoulders. Now, fit model, as it is, it's supposed to be 10 years ago bikini. It's definitely supposed to be symmetrical. It's definitely supposed to be shapely, but the reason I say it could be like a baby wellness right now is because the lower bodies have recently really gone so full. So if you want to be in fit model, it's a great time, right? A lot of women really like that look. And it is definitely a more fuller look than what's going on in bikini right now, right? And I think that that's a great thing. I think the division getting established criteria more and more is going to be better and better. The problem here is I can make this video today and I can say, oh yeah, this and that, get a fuller lower body. You could go compete in your local competition this weekend and, have a fuller lower body, and you may get last in your class, because again, this is just how it goes. You have to remember, when you're competing, especially in a new division, you're going to be in the Wild West. And I've called fit model the Wild West. It's still the Wild West. Now people just got a little bit of shinier pistols as they walk out. It's still the Wild West. You got to walk out in the street, shoot the bullet, see what hits, because that's really what's going on here. You really shouldn't honestly be looking at things on Instagram, looking at other competitors, or even listening to this video and deciding what you're going to do. The real best thing you should do is, guess what? Bring the look that fits within the criteria, go to stage, get feedback. That's the best way you can really do this right now, is actually getting on stage. I know a lot of people want to wait and they're like, I want to make sure I want to see the established criteria better, I want to do this and that. Okay, well, you're going to be waiting a long time. The athletes that are turning pro, the ones that, are going to go pro soon in in the future. They have been competing. They've been out there. They've been getting feedback. They've been getting the look, the idea on what to do. And ultimately, that's going to be what's going to get you, to whatever goal it is you're chasing, the fit model division. So I'm still a huge advocate today, 7 months into this division here, about to hit 8, that you should be on stage. That's really how you figure out your fit model look. You should be on stage. I will say this too. It has definitely become a different look from bikini in a lot of ways and from wellness in a lot of ways. And, it's really not. It's kind of carving its own path there. It is definitely getting it more and more interesting, the amount of muscle that's being added to this division, because it seemed that it, in the beginning, definitely based on the rules, was not to go that way. But now we're getting pretty muscular. I'm talking to a lot of the fit model pros, and they're getting, hey, add more muscle feedback. So that's pretty interesting. Overall, though, like I said, get on stage. Best thing you can do. You want to be a fit model competitor? Go on stage. Don't try to grow muscle for a year and a half and then go on stage. Just go to stage. Get on prep, get a coach, get yourself whatever you got to shape up, whatever you got to build, and get on stage. That's going to be the best thing you can do in the first season of Fit Model, which is right now, because you're going to be one of those athletes that got your foot in the door, you got your feedback, you got your direction, you can come back, hit it hard, next season or next show, or hey, maybe you do really well right now and you can go get a pro card. Like, that is where Fit Model is. It's a unique time. These divisions, they don't restart. So, the beginning is already over and it's still going now. But this year, once the, first season of Fit Model is over, there's no going back to that first season. That look will be that look for that one time, and it will continue to grow. Like, it's very interesting to think, and I want to know what you think. Comment it. Where do you think Fit Model goes from here? Do you think in a year it's going to be bigger? It's going to be leaner? Do we think in 3 years it's going to look just like bikini, and bikini's going to be on Mars by that point? Or what are we doing here? Where is Fit Model going? I want to know what your thoughts are. Comment them down below. And current state of Fit Model is, hey, get some shape, get yourself a little bit of that condition, not too much. Get on stage. That's what I tell you. All right. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. Coach Rye is out.